morning, dear students. This video is for Standard 7 children. Here I will discuss with you Chapter 7 Europe. In the previous video, I already discussed about the location of Europe. In this video, you will get to know about the political divisions of Europe. Europe has 44 countries. So, Europe is made up of many small and big countries, and it has almost 44 countries. It has many famous renowned cities which have their own historical and cultural importance. Some includes London, then Moscow the capital of Russia, London the capital of UK, Berlin capital of Germany, and Paris the capital of France. So this all cities are included in Europe, and most of these countries are grouped together. So these countries they referred to as with distinct names. This groups referred to as with distinct names. Means different names are assigned to different groups of countries. Political map of Europe has changed considerably, which means that Europe has seen emergence of many new political entities and also disappearance of older ones. Since because of the unification of East and West Germany, disintegration of former USSR, and breaking up of Yugoslavia. Means before the Second World War, during the time of Second World War, Germany was divided into East and West Germany. Then again it was reunited to form a single nation in 1991. And also disintegration of former USSR, which means that earlier Russia was part of USSR, which broke up in 1991 into Russia and other 14 independent states, which includes Georgia, Estonia, Ukraine, Belarus, etc. And also Yugoslavia broke down in 1991. So, as I told, different names were assigned to different groups of countries. So, let's discuss them. Scandinavian countries. It includes Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, and Finland. And together, they are called Nordic countries and are united by economic factors. Means, Norway and Sweden, they form the Scandinavian peninsula. Then again Denmark, it is historically and culturally related to Norway and Sweden, hence it is included. Iceland and Finland are linguistically related, which means that they speak the same language as in Norway and Sweden, hence they are also included, and together they are called as Nordic countries. So let's see the map. Here you can see the map here. You can study the map here. Norway is here, Sweden is here, then Denmark, then here is Iceland, and then you can see Finland. Here. So this is the map of Scandinavian countries. Now, Western Europe, it includes United Kingdom, France, which is also known as British Isles, and Low Countries or Benelux countries. So, British Isles, UK, United Kingdom is a part of British Isles, which has more than 6,000 islands in it, and Great Britain includes Scotland, England, and Wales. Now, Ireland is divided into two parts. The southern part of Ireland, which is known as Republic of Ireland, and the northern part of Ireland is the part of United Kingdom. This is the map. You can study the map here. So, United Kingdom, Ireland, this is the map of the British Isles. London is the capital of United Kingdom. Now, the low countries, they include countries which lie in the low-lying European plains in the north, and much of these countries either lie below the sea level or just slightly above it. Hence, they are very prone to flood. As they lie below the sea level, we can say that they often face the danger of floods. They are also referred to as with another name, that is Benelux country, which includes Belgium, Netherlands, and the Luxembourg. Southern Europe, Arabian Peninsula. They include the countries bordering the Mediterranean Sea. Hence, it is also known as Mediterranean Europe. It is located in the extreme southwest of Europe, and it includes countries like Spain, Portugal, Andorra, parts of France, as well as the British overseas territories of Gibraltar. And then the Italian peninsula, it includes states of Italy, Vatican City, and San Marino. Italy, Vatican City, and San Marino, they form the part of Italian peninsula and is located in the south of Europe. Here is the map of Southern Europe. You can see the map here. Russia, you can see, Finland, Sweden, then Norway, then Germany, then Poland, then France, then Bulgaria here, Spain, Portugal here, Hungary here, here is Italy. So you can see the map. Now, Central Europe, it includes Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia. And Balkan states, they comprise countries that are lying to southeast near the coast of Black Sea, which includes states like Serbia, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Greece, Republic of Macedonia, Montenegro, Romania, and European parts of Turkey. And then the Baltic Sea. So, Baltic Sea, Baltic states, Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia are known as Baltic countries as they lie along the Baltic coast. So, the largest part of country of Russia also lies partly in Eastern Europe and partly in the Asia, that is separated by the Ural Mountains. Here you can see the political map of Europe. You can see Russia, it is the largest country in not only in terms of area in Europe but also in the world. It extends over a large area in Russia also. And the Vatican City is the smallest one. There are many seas like the Black Sea, then the Baltic Sea, then the White Sea here, the North Sea here, then Bay of Biscay is here, then Spain, Portugal, France, Germany, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Turkey, Caspian Sea is here, Sweden is here, Gulf of Britannia is here. You can just study the map which is showing the political divisions of Europe. Now, European Union. So, Europe has seen many wars, and in the past 60 years, it has tried to like be work together in peace and unity. Okay, and this the growing modernization of the world economy has led to the formation of this European Union. It is an economic and political union of 28 countries of Europe, and all the member countries agreed to avoid war with each other. Hence, the main purpose is to, they all agreed to promote social and economic progress. They also they also tried to follow the international agreement, that is for the greenhouse gas reduction. So this declaration was made, this came into being on November 1, 1993. And traditionally, agriculture and manufacturing were being phased out with the advanced technological solution to increase the production. So, dear children, in the third part, I'll teach the physical features of Europe. Thank you.